Hi, everybody. Zipporah Wayne here, my happy heart coach, coaching parents toward deepening connection and joy with your kids. We made it through. You're here. We're here. Hashem loves us. Hashem forgives us. We're going to talk today about keys to parenting at your best. If you're anything like me, I, at least in the past, have been very hard on myself and not necessarily forgiven myself. A lot of guilt, a lot of frustration, This is not how I want to parent. If these are feelings that you have occasionally, you're in the right place. So we're going to pick a word for the year. This is a big thing that happened in the secular world. Pick a word for the year. I want you to pick a word for the year that calls you into the highest of yourself. Clean slate. We're starting a new year. And the beginning is the seeds, right? We're planting. We're planting in our children. We're planting in ourselves. So what is a word you can pick that speaks to you and calls you into who you want to be, who you are? Part of what we're going to talk about. So for me, who I want to really own and tap into on a regular basis is calm and compassion, especially when I'm frustrated. That is something, because I do get frustrated, and these are things I'm constantly working on. So I encourage you to declare it, speak it to Hashem, daven to Hashem on a regular basis. Hashem, please help me with calm and compassion. After all, that's who Hashem is for us. Very patient, compassionate, and waiting. And so I want to go into a little bit. As you know, I love Rabbi Simon Jacobson's 60 Days, which is from Elul through, I believe, through Shemini Atzeres. And it says the first half of Tishrei is, let me see, the days of awe, as we're from Rosh Hashanah into Yom Kippur. And now we're in the period, the energetic period of the days of joy, which is so important to infuse into our parenting. It's challenging, though, when we're feeling stuck and feeling guilty. However, again, we have a clean slate. It's a new beginning. Every day is a new beginning, frankly. But our neshama has been purified, restored to its highest level, restored, forgiven. Let's forgive ourselves. It's time. You're allowed. Hashem's giving you that opportunity. These are days of joy. I forgive you. Now forgive yourself. And any mistakes we've made in parenting, and we all make them. We all make them. We're all, quote unquote, guilty of it. However, we don't have to live in it. That's why the word or words can call us into who we want to be and remind us. And the simpler it is, the easier it'll be to remember. And we can return to it, a teshuvah, back to the word or words that call us into who we want to be as parents. So we're entering this period, we're in now this period of celebration and time to integrate what we have just gone through Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So it says, why are we celebrating? Because we came into the palace of the king and passed his judgment. We're here today. It's time to integrate what we just experienced. It's time to celebrate. Time for closeness. So, all right, let's see. And there's one more thing I want to share with you. So number one is the word. And number two is it's time to celebrate. It's time to forgive ourselves. If Hashem can forgive us, can we forgive ourselves and cut ourselves some slack? And know that we are perfectly imperfect, and that's how we're designed. And the struggle is the journey. There are lessons and opportunities for growth. When we make it more than that, we're denying the essence of what's really happening. I want to share one more thing. So this is from Rabbi Dr. Avraham Tversky. This is on Tishrei the 8th. However, it is just so perfect for today. So privileged is man. This is from Pirkei Avos. Privileged is man, for he was created in the image of God. But it was an act of special favor that was made known to him that he was created in his image. So knowing who we are and what we are, how much beauty resides within us, and how carefully we must protect ourselves, the wonderful beings that we are, from anything harmful, should not at all result in vanity or conceit. We should be able to recognize our greatness as a divine blessing. Indeed, if we were only truly aware of our greatness, this would inspire us to great performance. At the same time, this would make us humble because we would realize we've not fulfilled our potential. Rather than being vain and expecting honor and acclaim for what we have done, we would understand that given our enormous capabilities for spiritual growth, we are still far short of what we can and should be. We should at all times realize that regardless of how much we have accomplished, there's still much more that we must do. That's a calling. Greatness and humility are perfectly compatible. So I beg you to identify the greatness in you. I have a story, and then I'm going to end on this, is that there's a parent that I was coaching, and she was saying how her son is like her in all the worst ways. And this is a wonderful, wonderful mom, a growing mom, a learning mom, very dedicated to family, much like yourself, I'm sure. That's why you're here. And I said, it's so easy to see the negative, right? It's easy. We don't have to work at that at all. It's right in front of our faces, especially the traits of ourselves that we see in our kids. Oh. And I said, what about looking at the greatness and the goodness that is within you, that is also him, that he's also inherited from you? She hadn't thought of that because she's just like, oh, he's so much like me in the worst ways. But what about how he's also like you? She had this paradigm shift of like, oh, I can also look at that too. There's two ways to interpret anything, right? So I urge you to look inside. Hashem made you this beautiful neshama with endless opportunities for growth and potential. It lies inside of you. Hashem has given it to you. Daven to Hashem that you capitalize on it, that you build it, that you grow it, knowing that we'll face challenges, knowing that they'll come, knowing that a tzaddik falls seven times and gets up 8. We keep getting back up. We keep returning to teshuvah. Keep returning back to the start. I have a pure neshama. I can do this. Hashem believes in me. Reminds me of a preschool song. Hashem, you believe in me? So I, again, encourage you to pick a word or 2 words that call you into who you are, who you want to be, and tap into on a regular basis in parenting. Email me back. Let me know what you want it to be. Put in the comments below. What is your word? What are your words for the year that call you into who you want to be as a parent? Now is the time we're planting the seeds for the year. So what is your greatness? It's time to celebrate. It's time to enjoy this closeness with Hashem and our forgiveness. We need to forgive ourselves. So I am Tzipora Wayne, my Happy Heart coach. Here's to growing and sharing your happy heart. And another reminder that we are going to be doing another masterclass series in December. It's going to be called Creating Connection Through Jewish Parenting Challenges. Raising a mensch, creating connection through Jewish parenting challenges. If you know of a speaker that you would like to hear from, please let me know. I will do my best to incorporate all the ideas and to include people that really speak to you. And I'm very excited. Wishing you all the best. And as we enter Sukkot and preparing everything for Sukkot, wishing you a Chag Kasher v'Sameach and all the best. Reach out if you want a connection call. I'm here for you to tap into the greatness that you are personally and in your parenting. I wish you all the best. Look forward to hearing from you.